sameness of being, or essence. The same essence in the tree, or the rock, or the sheep, or the cow, or the kangaroo, or any other being that happens to share this little planet with us.
Perhaps veganism could be very simply explained as a way to be kinder. And what's wrong with that? Wouldn't you like to live in a world where people were kinder?
Have a particular traditional lineage or anything that you draw on, or is it just
yoga? Yoga. I mean, all of these ideas that we've been discussing, they're all found in the yogic scriptures. It's not that we're teaching yoga and veganism, or yoga and animal rights, or yoga and activism, or yoga and environmentalism. I mean, all of these ideas have been stated for thousands of years. They're found in the yogic texts.
All of our gurus were vegetarian, vegans. They were animal rights. They were political activists. They really have empowered us to be on this path.
I mean, the most important thing that a person can do these days is to dare to care. To dare to care about others, not just their own self.
So, Sharon, tell us a little bit about your latest album. I heard that it's really high up on the pop charts.
Krishna, 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 Krishna. Yes, it's an album of mantras. The Hare Krishna mantra is one of the tracks, and it surprisingly became very popular very quickly soon after it was released. And it's wonderful that people have embraced these Sanskrit mantras. I wanted to make an album of Sanskrit mantras that didn't use traditional Indian instrumentation or arrangements. So I think we really succeeded in what we were trying to do and make a crossover album into the pop music world. Yeah. So we're number 2 on the Billboard charts for 3 weeks.
What's the next first?
We have a lot of books in the works Sharon has already written, but needs to finish up. A book of menus, of recipes, a cookbook. She also has an amazingly thick book of poetry. Together we're working on a book on yoga assists.
Most of my time, though, is spent writing production manuals, procedure manuals, how-to manuals for management of Jivamukti yoga centers and teacher training courses. Recently we finished a production manual on how to put on a Jivamukti teacher training course. So we hope that will allow our students to start doing more Jivamukti teacher trainings on their own. So we're excited about that. We have a sanctuary, a wildlife sanctuary that we maintain in upstate New York. It's 120 acres. And we have foxes who live there, and bears, and raccoons, and deer, and turkeys, and many other varieties of birds, and other animals, and trees, and fairies, and fish, and many beings that we provide sanctuary for.
And we really believe that it's up to each one of us individually to cause that to happen. Again, not to wait for it to come from top down, but for each one of us to join our yards together and make a corridor for migrating species. Mm-hmm. Happy to see them walk through our backyard and eat anything that they like.
Yeah.